Hello, guys. Welcome to the eighth episode of the Out or Nothing podcast. I'm here with my three friends again. We have Anthony out here representing Al Nasir. We got Gams representing Al Ali, Fish representing Al Ittihad, and myself representing Al Hilal. Guys, it's been a pleasure. It's been another week, and it's been eventful. More so for the someone in particular coming out last week with chest. He said he'll get a win after his last drop points, and they didn't quite get a win. They got a draw. Out he had
Wait,
Drew
wait, wait, wait,
again
wait.
drop
I know what he's gonna
points.
say. I know what he's gonna say. We
What's up?
dominated. We dominated.
We didn't
What was
dominate.
what was the
How about
score?
that? It was 1-1. We didn't dominate at all. No. We had more shots on target, which is a big thing. But apart from that, we didn't dominate.
Which is a
They,
big
it,
thing.
it,
I like to elaborate on that. Why is it such a big
Nah,
thing?
Your
nah, but my
your
point is their striker got 2 goals. Their best
that's what I
player
was gonna
got two
say.
goals.
At least
yeah,
he
yeah.
got
That,
at least
that
he
is
got
I'm getting
his
there.
hit
I'm
on
mad.
getting there.
target,
I'm
bro.
getting there. I'm
My
getting there.
my
At least
guy's
he hit
trying
on
to
target.
get my guy's trying to catch up with Ronaldo's goal stats, so he's scoring goals on both ends of the pitch.
It was the easiest goal he could score, man. Clear and goal.
That's a quality
It's
header from the
funny
corner
because
as
a
well.
couple of weeks ago, Vishnu was saying once we get Benzema back, we'll be back, but
He
they
scored a goal.
haven't. Two
Scored two
the
goals.
two games Benzema's come back, and what you got a grand total out of six, a grand total of 1 point out of six.
Say
Yes.
in Vishnu's words,
Right.
we don't talk about fifth place. I'm just saying, we don't talk about fifth
Yeah, but
place.
in your words, yes, we do. So, it's either my word or your
Okay,
word.
if you
So,
want to, it's cool. We can
all right then.
include you. It's calm.
Um, no, we had a good game. We had a good game. I think to go away to the team that's second in the league, the biggest surprise team that there is at the moment. The team that gave Al Ali a run for their money as well. It's
Beat
not.
them.
Yeah, but they gave you no. Wasn't they? Oh, you're the only team to beat them, but you was 3-2. I
Al
believe that game
Nassr,
was.
I think Al
Um,
Nassr lost to
Yeah, we lost
Al
there.
Tawun,
yeah,
yeah.
you're the only one that you're the only loss they've had this season was from Al Ali. So to go away there and to get a point, it's not a bad thing. I'm not too worried. It was a good result to play second in the league. And a lot of your teams have come against them. One of you have won, one of you have lost. So it's not an easy team to
Question:
play. Have we seen? Yes.
should you have beaten them?
I think it was quite fair. It was very fair. It was
Are
a fair
you
game.
sure?
It was a fair game. It was a fair game. They had more shots, but
I'll be honest. You
you
can
shoot anyway. They have to go
you
in.
can't. A lot of us can't name many players or any players at all from Al Tawun.
Del Pedro.
Yeah, except for
Pedro.
João Pedro, but you thought he was the other one. But yeah, you should be beating them regardless.
Not really, not regardless, not
It's a
regardless.
close game.
Not regardless.
Close
It's a
game.
But
close
you have
game.
to give
And-
you have to give credit to
Their
them
goal
anyway.
came from an own goal from a corner. I mean, they couldn't score for themselves, so we had to do it for them because we were nice. We're respectful. So
We
the
were
fact that so if they can't score a goal for themselves and then they're having all these shots and all of them are off target, it doesn't really count. It's not really a big deal. It was 1-1. It's a tough fought game. 1-1. We'll take it. End of the day, we are fifth. We're not too far behind, so we're happy. I'm happy. I'm not too upset with it.
I mean, you're slowly dropping points, dropping off slowly, and it can kind of
Exactly, and I was
accelerate.
going to go on that
You
same
lose the next
question. I
game,
think
and then you
I
kind of
asked you last
drop down
week.
even more.
I was gonna go with that same question I asked you last week. Are you now in a crisis?
No.
3 games without a win.
One
It's looking
win and we're
very
second.
shaky. It's looking very shaky.
One win and we're second. And I know it's easier said than what it means, but one
No,
win.
Then
but
your
there's
one
another
win
there's
means
another
everyone else
element.
has to lose.
Yeah, but
obviously,
you're
that's what I'm saying,
playing.
it's easier
You're
said than done, but we're
two
one
two
game.
teams on this are
One game.
playing together against each other this weekend.
Who's
You
that?
guys are playing Al Hilal against
It's
Al
Al
Ali
Ali.
as well. So
No way,
Can't
that's this
wait.
weekend.
They are.
Yeah, I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
wait. I can't wait.
It should be an
We'll do a
it should be an
preview.
interesting
We'll do a
game.
preview shortly because I'm looking forward to this one.
That's
But
But at least don't worry,
I don't want
don't worry,
I don't want
Dinesh.
the tension to the spotlight,
No,
the
but
moment we have
at
of
least
Vishnu
you
here to
can.
be taken away.
No, at least you can be confident that no. But the thing is, Al Ittihad let us down. I was gonna say maybe Gaminda's gonna come in a bit more humble after the lesson Al Nasir taught them, but then Al Ittihad kind of
I mean,
put it
we're
back
on
on
the same
them.
points as
So,
you, so you can say that. We lost
yeah,
against
but you're
Al
still
Tawun as
fourth.
well. We beat them,
Well, then you lost to us. So,
but we're on the same points regardless.
but you got a
You can beat
balanced
us.
team, so
You
it's
can beat
cool.
us twice in the season. If we finish higher than you, I'll take that.
No, look, Ali's done good. Ali's done good to get to where they want to
I think
be.
you lot
From
should
being
well
relegated
done.
last
I bet Al
year.
Ahly have. I bet
Well
Al
done.
Ahly have.
I want
Come
some
on,
respect.
Al Ittihad. Where are Al
But-
Ittihad? Are you in a crisis?
All right, what did I tell you last week? I said to you, no, we're not in a crisis, and I
No,
still
wait,
stand
last
by
week
that.
you
And
said
last
you
week
were
I
going
said
to
to
win
you, watch what happens. We probably end up fifth, and you're going to say all of this. So now, before we continue, when Al Hilal beat Al Ali, and then we beat Al Hazam, and we go back into the top 4, we will revisit this, and I'll bring all the heat.
Whoa.
No,
That's
I
big,
just-
big ifs.
I just want to
And you think
say,
you're
I
gonna
mean,
win the next game?
If I win my next game, you try
They
to mess
will
me
win the
up.
next
Yes,
game.
I do. Yes, I do.
And you know
Al
what? Like I
Hazam.
said, in the last 2 weeks running, we'll come back to this next week.
Yes. I mean,
They-
it's not a big
you
thing.
should win. They're
It's not top 5.
17th in the league.
I feel like an Al Ali fan at the moment, defending a top 5 position. It's really weird to be at this side,
Yeah, I
of,
was
the,
going to
this
say,
side of the table.
when did you become so like so shameless? Fifth
I
position
know,
and bigging it out with chest. What happened?
No,
There
but
was a
not a
point where you
crisis.
were top and you were
Yeah.
leading the pack, and now slowly been trickling down. And again, you're still bigging up your positions as you get going down.
I think
Sounds very hypocritical.
You're still giving the
I
same
think-
chest that you
I
were
think
when
it's
you were
easy.
first.
It's easy to
and you're just going
criticize when you're ahead, but it's when you're in 5th, you kind of realize it's not that you're not actually in a crisis. So when you were asking Gaminder if he's in if Al Ali's in a crisis, and he said no, in my eyes I was like, yes, you are. You're 5th, la la la, but only like a point or 2 behind. So
So I'm
actually,
gonna summarize that. So effectively, what you said is it's easy to criticize and show chest when you're when you're at the top, but as you come down, you don't humble yourself. You just continue showing chest. That's effectively what you said.
Yeah.
As you go
You-
further down, you're not
you can be
finding
mid-table and
any
you're just like,
shame in humbling
We're gonna
yourself.
win the next game.
Just continue
Yeah.
on.
Let's go.
I
You know
mean,
what?
I mean,
I
I'm
go-
respect your
confident.
optimism.
I'm confident in my team and my captain.
I
Carry
respect
Yeah.
your
Benzema,
blind
Scored 2
optimism. I
goals.
respect that.
2 headers, beautiful. We
one was an
comfortable.
own goal, right? You do know that.
One
I mean,
was
you
an
did
own
score
goal.
majority of those
It
goals.
was
You
an
did
own
score all
goal,
the
but
goals.
he-
in
So
that
you're
game.
gave
saying
us
both
the
of his goals are beautiful, even though one was an own goal.
You got to admire it from a corner, front post, and into the keeper's.
Yeah, I do admire a good own goal. It's good. It's good.
Mm.
Do you know what? It's
Yeah.
really good when your striker scores at both ends.
Yeah.
At least he can
Give-
find the
give
back
him
of the net
kudos.
if he wants to.
Yeah,
You just know he's
yeah.
got it.
Yes.
No, I just
You know what I
wanted to. I just wanted to bring it back to the point that that I think Al Ali. I can understand the chest that Al Ali fans are showing because from
Showing
being
chest?
relegated
I'm just-
last season, you should be playing Saudi
You always,
second
you
division.
always
or
bringing
playing
up
Saudi
this
Pro
being
League.
relegated last season.
That's
if anything,
mad. Like, and then you're
Wait,
now
wait.
sitting 4th. Of course, you have chest, bro. You could be sitting like 15th right now, and you could
But
still show
really-
chest because you should be sitting
Yeah, but-
Saudi second division. So the
Yeah, but
fact you're
if
here
anything,
is enough
you
for you
should
to
be
show
giving us
chest.
more. You should be giving us more credit than you are. Because
We're
we're fourth.
I
We're
mean-
the same points as Al Nassr. Yeah. So really, you should be
And
giving
you
us a
got
lot of
relegated
credit.
last season.
Yeah, with that, you should be saying, "Wow, these lot are doing amazingly." Look
Yeah, I
where they
just
are
want
compared to
to.
everyone else.
I can
Yeah.
understand the chest that Al Ali fans are showing because you got relegated last season.
You can
But
keep saying that, but it means nothing for this season.
But sitting 4th now, 10 games in, no, that's
So
good.
really,
That's good.
so if we got relegated last season, according to you, we shouldn't be that good. Well, the same point.
Yeah, and then you got some
So
some
what does that-
balancing
what does
investments
that
in.
mean? What does that mean for you guys?
It doesn't mean anything. What does it
It
mean?
means you're underperforming.
It should be worrying for our Ittihad, but the thing is, I feel like you might be going back down this weekend. But to be honest, it's calm because it
Listen,
doesn't affect you
You've not
personally,
put any
Gaminda,
respect on our
because
name
it's
for
a
the whole
win-win for
season.
you. If Al Hilal win, you're happy. If Al Ali win, you have something to talk about. You know?
Anthony, regardless, I feel like you're just going to go after us anyway. You feel like we're an easy target, but look, your team is.
Yeah, I
the same
mean,
level of points as
I'm
ours.
just saying. All I'm saying is, it's a win-win for you this weekend. Either way, whatever the score, you're walking away happy. You've got stuff to talk about on this, on the podcast, or you're like one.
So,
Your team did win.
out of all of the results that's happened here, you're going after Al Ali more than Al Ittihad. You
No,
have an
Al
agenda, bro.
Ittihad.
You have an agenda.
What do you mean?
You have an agenda. You have an agenda. You came on this podcast and you were just like, I want to go
Nah,
after him.
with Al Ittihad, I
These guys are
already
winning.
questioned it.
I'm jealous.
There is a point
They're the
around
same level
though
of points.
with Al Ali, given they get relegated, whatever, they have been invested quite heavily. They've got some top quality players in, but with the top quality players, so that Al Ittihad, you probably can give them a bit more of a excuse that you can't really give it Al Ali as much. Is that
Wait,
Al
why?
Ittihad are playing the Champions League, so they are playing more games.
And guess
effectively.
what? They didn't play their last game, right? So they've had 2 clean games. Their game got cancelled. What's that on the
Wasn't
No.
that? No, I think that was before
game got
the
cancelled?
That was previously,
international
I thought.
break. I think.
But they've had 2 games clean to play with no breaks, nothing, and they've drawn both games.
But
No,
I guess there's still a
they
point of
lost
like
and they
so the
drew.
next. I
But to
believe
be
the next
honest,
game
they've
was
also had
the
bigger
next game
injuries.
is the Champions League game. So nonetheless, you still have to
Yeah, but
play with your resources.
But you can
So-
say that.
Yeah,
Look at Al Tawun, right? And
Yeah.
they've got no Champions League and they're second. They're
Al
competing.
Tawun are
They've
doing
beaten,
great.
They've beaten Al Nassr as well. They've beaten them. They've drawn
Mhm.
against Al Ittihad. Yeah, we beat them. They're sitting second. Like you can say all of this, but at the end of the day,
totally agree. Totally
you have
agree.
to
I'm not
they've got
saying
the
that
players.
they're
Al Ittihad have the
underachieving or
players.
overachieving. I'm not saying that they're playing well. Great. I'm just saying for our Ittihad, there is a slight excuse that they do have the extra games. They do have to plan the resources around those games. Whereas Al Ali don't really have that issue, but you have yet still been funded as they've effectively got a Champions League funding without playing Champions League. Is that not correct?
No, and
Well,
also in
You can say
regards
that,
to,
but
I think,
in the end, it comes down to the league. Like you play the league, you can't just finish second and be like, oh, we played Champions
I mean,
League.
I'm not defending
you know
Al
what I mean?
Ittihad, but they also, Al Ittihad were missing their best player for, good part of the season so far. So
I
with
mean,
Benzema coming back and with
he
2
came
goals
back,
now,
Yeah,
so
yeah, I agree. He's the best player on paper, but form-wise, I don't think Benzema's really lived up to the player that they thought they signed.
I mean, 2 goals this weekend. That's a bit of a mad one.
He also has links to extremist mobs, but that's a
Ooh, he's shouting at your team there. But nah, I mean, it's going to be, I think, whatever way you look at it, it's going to finish in a. You just need to get Al Hilal
I
off
feel
that
like
perch.
I feel like
And
you
then
guys
once
are
that
hating,
happens-
and you guys are very like.
No, to be honest, I'll be very happy if Al Ali beat Al Hilal. I'm not gonna lie, because that would be great.
The
for the
smell,
Of course,
the
when
smell.
you're at the
I'm just
top,
saying,
when you're at the top, the Wolves
smell,
come
if we finish above you
barking.
guys.
That's what they do. That's I know.
No,
I know
I
how it
want
goes.
to draw though. I want to draw. I'm pushing actively for a draw because.
You just
Well,
want to get
actually,
top four.
I guess you're right. The Wolves are coming barking because no, not really. Because if you beat them, you're getting further and further away from what I want out here Ittihad to catch up to. So if you
Yeah.
draw
I
with them,
mean, you
I would want you guys to
have to
draw.
take
So
over us first.
Al Ittihad, we
know
will
what I
do.
mean?
When you draw or lose and we win, you think you're
I
beating
know.
Al Hilal?
I like the optimism. I respect the
I
optimism.
know. Personally, I don't. I at the moment, I don't see Al Ali as a threat. I think they're going to be like they're going to finish maybe 4th, maybe 5th, but that's about it. And in that case, I'd like to see Al Ali win, and then
Do you know
you
what?
know
I feel
you
Yeah.
take
like
it from there.
over the last 7-8 episodes, there's a consensus of like you guys see you like yourselves as like up here, right? And you see Al Ali here, so you're very threatened, especially Anthony. That's why he always goes for them. He always goes for them.
No.
So why would you go?
In
Why would you always
fairness,
go for the underdog?
I've said repeatedly that Al Ali's better team than Al Ittihad. I've said that repeatedly. I don't think that
I think
Al
there's no
Ittihad's attack.
respect out of you from you three
You
guys.
have not
there's
said that
there's zero
repeatedly.
respect.
I've not heard that
My
either.
prediction was for
Al
Fulham
Ali.
to beat you,
No
which they
respect.
came
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
I also
That's
said
not
that they
repeatedly saying though.
and I didn't think you beat Al Tawun. I said that the last game in the last game
He
week
did
as
say
well.
that.
I
said
don't
that
think
too.
Al Ittihad have a great team. They have 2 great defensive midfielders, but defensive midfielders. 1 great striker, but is he really going to get that service? Who's the link up
I
man
believe
between
we
the
have a
2?
better team than you guys.
Yeah, exactly. They
And I've
have a
said that
better
before.
attack. The fluid attack is definitely greater than yourselves. I don't think you'll finish above Al Ali this season. In all honesty, I don't think you will.
That's a strong
I think
statement because I
I've
feel
got
like
a new nemesis, don't I?
no, I feel like Al Ali. I feel like Al Ali are they fluctuate too much, in my opinion. I mean, that you guys, what was the score?
say
Like
that,
3-1 this weekend.
Wait. Let's look at the facts. You say fluctuate too much. Your points, our points, exactly the same. So you have to look
Yeah,
at
but we
that
started the
make you go
season poorly, and then have gone on like an unbeaten run of I don't know how many games now.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, from your
And
words.
my
But it's still the
point-
same points. Just saying.
Yeah, which is what I mean. We started the season poorly and now have been unbeaten for like a run of games. You have gone like I don't know. You won the last 2 and then lost the 2 before that or something like that. So you're kind of
I mean,
That's
you
what I
say
mean by
that, but
fluctuating. You're
you're not
going
just
up
gonna
and
win every
down.
single game, are you? And then not you're gonna get some losses in there. It just
Well,
generally happens in the season.
with Ronaldo in the form that he is, I mean, I don't care how many we concede. At the moment, we're going with you score one, we score two mentality because Ronaldo's on a mad one right now. I don't
And
know.
really, and
He's
I'm just
come
saying
back
now,
from. I mean, before I
you're
think just before
underperforming. You should be you should be first or
we should. Oh
second
yeah, but
with your
that's what I
team.
mean. But what
With
can
your
we
team, you
do?
should be
Like
first or
we've
second.
gone, as I said, we've gone. We played poorly the
Wait,
first
wait,
couple
wait,
of
wait.
games.
Let's bring this back. So you've been going after Al Ali all this time, right? And if anything, according to your standards, we're performing where we should be. For you
No,
guys, if
you're
anything, you're underperforming.
overperforming.
So
I'm
you're
saying you're overperforming.
and you're
I said we're
underachieving. So what
underperforming
would you
already.
rather? What would you rather
No,
do?
technically, this is the
Oh,
point I
really? We
raised
should be
about
going
a
after
couple of
you.
weeks ago. No, you can. I said a
Yeah, you're
couple of weeks
underperforming.
ago, before the
Poor,
international
bro.
break,
Poor.
I
It's poor. It's
said
poor.
before the
Poor.
international break, I said we drew the game 2-2 to one of the team that we played, and I said, international break, let them go away, come back stronger. And to be honest, the way we've come back, it's just it's incredible. I mean, I know it's not in the Pro League, but the goals that Ronaldo scored in the Champions League was like extraordinary, even with the assists. And both on his left foot. One was like a outside of the box top corner. The other one a volley from across that came in from like again the other side of the. But it was
What was the
like
score? What
highly
was the
technical
scoreboard?
goals.
That won't
Who'd-
count towards
4-3.
his for the league's goals tally though.
No, but then on the weekend he scored a free kick. Our two goals were Ronaldo free
He
kick, Talisca
finally
free
scored a
kick.
free kick.
Was it
Oh
two, was it,
mate,
what was your games? 2-1.
2-1, 2-1. Yeah, against
Demac.
Damak. Yeah, so I mean, we're there. Like right now, we're performing to the levels that we're expecting. The strikers are all on fire. Like yeah, I think yesterday, Talisca scored, Mane scored, Ronaldo scored. So that's what we want. And so then, long may that continue. We've
Yeah,
got
but
another kind of mid-table team coming up. I think this weekend. So again,
Who's
should be an
Ittihad?
easy win, but you don't know anymore.
going
It's not
back,
Al Ittihad, no.
going back to that.
Wow. Please put some respect on our team. We are fifth, and in
Bro,
about
you've been going after
in about 5 days
Al Ali
time.
all this time, and look at us, bro. Respect. I'm saying
Nah,
respect.
it's
Going back
tomorrow,
to
that
Al
game's
Nassr,
gonna be a
the
mad
Mac
one.
game though. Don't you think?
Can't
You should
wait
be
for that
beating
game.
Damac anyway, regardless.
Yeah, no, but yeah, they should be, and they
Yeah.
did. But do you think? Do you think you deserve to win that game? Because Demac were clearly the better team.
What makes you say that?
Well, they scored first. No, they scored in the first half,
Yeah, they
and
scored
then
first.
they scored first, and they completely blitzed your goal. What was 16 shots, 6 on target?
Yeah,
I think what
that's
were you
okay.
guys 12?
I
12
don't.
shots,
I
2 on
mean, if
target.
you're saying
2 of those shots happened to be the
16
goals.
16 shots,
And
6
it's
on
not the first time
target
as well,
is a
because you've had
blitz.
a fair few wins where it's been like last minute. It's been clutch
But
goals getting you through just over the
that
line. And this
and
is only
that's
10th game in the season, so there's a
and
point
that
to be said in terms of you are
I
scraping
agree.
past
Take
I
a
take
few
agree.
of them.
Two
take
shots
Ronaldo out of your
that's
team. I don't know
target,
where
2
you'd be.
goals.
But you don't need to take Ronaldo out of our team. That's what I mean. It's fine for us because that's what I said. We're currently playing with the mentality of you score one, we'll score two.
But
I
that's not
don't mind that.
sustainable, surely.
Well, we'll see how long it goes. I mean, our defense is, yeah, it needs a bit of shoring up, but our assists are, for example, coming from our right back who's having a quality season.
Hmm.
And it's obviously one thing that we have that we don't have that all of your teams do have is that you have a better keeper than
Ronaldo.
us, and our keeper is not as good. So defensively, we're going to show that frailty that you guys are not going to show because all of you have strong keepers, right? So that is
Wait,
gonna.
don't you have Ospina?
No, he's injured. I think he broke his. I
Spinner's,
believe
yeah,
it's his
he's out for a long
shoulder
time.
or something
Oh,
last season, and he's been out for like 18 months now or something. So that's why we will need another keeper to probably come in during January or something to strengthen that up. And when that comes in, then hopefully that brings some solidity to
I
the
don't think
defense.
you
And to
can.
be honest, the first couple of games of the season, we didn't have Laporte. And when Laporte came in, we saw the massive difference from there. So, and Telles came in. So there was so we're getting stronger and stronger. Of course, the keeper is. I mean, he's not bad. I mean, he's made a few quality saves over the last few weeks, but again, he's maybe not as strong as a Bono or even a Mendy, or
I
isn't
mean,
as
for
experienced as them.
for Damac, and I say this because I said this last week too. They are a good team. They're an attacking team. They will threaten your box. So to get 6 shots on target with only 1 goal as a response means that your defense actually done quite well, and your goalkeeper especially done also done quite well in order to get that. But and I want to stay on this point is Al Nassr getting away with a few clutch goals because it's not sustainable. 10th game in, you're not already at that business end of the season. Are you riding your luck already?
I'm not. I wouldn't say it. But the thing is, it's fine because I feel like we have a lot of players. We have match winners. Our kind of front five or front four players, including Otavia in this. They are known match winners. So
And there you go.
therefore,
You should be top of the. I'm just saying you should be first or second. I'm just saying you're underperforming.
well, yeah,
You
but I
have,
mean,
bro. You have
we're third.
Ronaldo. You have
Mane.
Mane. Yeah,
So
just
with
just
one
those two
position,
players alone are better than any other. Okay, Al Hilal probably they have Neymar. Like
yeah,
I'm talking
but
like
Yeah, but
world.
Mane,
I'm talking
Mane
like
and
yeah, he's out.
Ronaldo
players
are
that are
He's
better
played
world
than
one.
class.
He's
Neymar.
played 2 league
I'm,
games.
I'm
He's
talking about
out.
players that are world class.
Yeah, no, Ronaldo and Mane are probably the two best players in the league,
So I
no
I
doubt.
feel like as your team,
And Talisca is probably outside of the players that have come in this window.
Talisca's
Talisca is
been
probably
very
the
good. Yeah,
next
yeah, yeah.
best one,
Oh,
right?
Kessié.
So,
Kessié has been amazing. Oh my
That's
god.
out.
yeah,
Kessié's
but
been amazing.
Kessie came in this window.
He came in this
Oh, he's
window.
So
been
I'm
out
saying
this window.
outside of
Okay.
Ronaldo and the ones that came in this window, Talisca is probably the best player in the league. So then, I mean, his closest competition would be probably Romarinho.
I think it's
And
I think
Dybala.
he had a very good season last season as well, Talisca.
yeah, I mean, he was
Yeah.
probably one of the main players in the Saudi Pro League. So that's what I mean. He's that we have a quality front four. We have Laporte. We've got Fofana in
That's
midfield.
what I mean. You've probably got the best
Maybe
defender in the league
I think I would.
in Laporte.
Koulibaly.
Laporte's better than
Probably
Koulibaly.
better.
Well, it depends
Laporte
what
is
you look
better
at.
than
Because
Koulibaly.
Felipe
Man.
Luis, he's very, very aggressive with the ball. He's like a
Felipe
so it's-
Luis?
yeah,
No, Ittihad's
Oh.
defender,
yeah.
but
What?
he's
Wait,
aggressive on the ball. But
Felipe Luis, are you talking about ex-Chelsea, Atletico?
no, this is another
No.
Felipe
Yeah.
Luis.
Yeah.
I was about to say he's like 37.
He's
No.
he's still at Atletico. when I last saw
Nah,
him.
nah. He plays in like I was thinking he plays in like Brazilian football.
Oh, does he?
He's gone back. Yeah.
No, this is a different Felipe Luis. But
He plays more aggressively. He plays
So
like
you're saying Felipe Luis is better than Laporte,
no. I said they all bring different things to the table. So
but the
don't-
best defender in the league, in my opinion, is Laporte.
Okay.
I mean,
The
that's
best,
gonna
the best striker in the league is Ronaldo. The best winger in the
no
league,
doubt.
Sadio Mane. Like I'm just saying it.
No, but then
objectively,
yeah, no,
Mahrez,
you. I mean,
Mane
that's
is-
yeah, that's what I mean. You are the guy who put Mara second and Mane not even in your top five,
I'm talking
and
about
you're now
influence.
telling me he's best defender. I'm not. This is what, bro.
but it
Take this that guy out, bro. You're
No, but-
delusional.
No,
How
but
are
it
you
wasn't
telling
about
me now
performance.
Mane is the best winger in the league and he didn't make your top five, and Mara's just sitting second for you?
You
Look
understand
at
where I was
you.
coming from. Like when I put
Yeah.
Henderson in, Henderson
Yeah,
it's not about performance.
Tell
it's
us about your
overall.
motive. Tell us about
It's
your
overall.
yeah,
And it's about per
tell
team
us.
as well.
Yeah,
And he
tell us.
performed better than Mane at that point. Just saying.
Top five transfers. You put Mare second, Mane not in your team, and now you're coming at me saying Laporte, who's in my top five, is the best defender in the league. Mane was second in my top five.
but
He's
we
the
were
best
saying-
winger in the league.
And you're talking about Laporte. We were talking about everyone goes for the attacking players, regardless. Hence why Laporte's not there.
Yeah, and then Mare.
Like that's just generally like if you look at the
No,
Ballon d'Or.
no. It's nice. So now you support Al Hilal, you support Mane. You're going back on all of the things you've been saying. 8 episodes in, and you're already controversial. Bro.
Oh, I support so
I
many
agree.
players, but I'm not going
I
to put all of
agree.
them in there, am I? So
Nah,
this guy, man.
Look at you. You
Listen,
need to
you
go.
can do
Listen,
that
when you're
with
ready
your
to.
players, I'm just saying, with your players, where are you in the league and where are we? I'm just saying, how many points do you have and how many points do we have? No, Anthony.
As I said, I agree
you
with
have
it.
Ronaldo, bro. You have Ronaldo. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
But
have Ronaldo. You should be-
this
you
is
should
what I
be.
mean. I think
should be.
our difference between us and you probably comes with the goals scored. I think we've scored like I don't know how many more goals, but maybe like 7 or 8 goals more than you guys have.
No, it's more
And
than that.
no,
No,
I don't think
I don't
so.
know how
The
much
goal difference was
we've conceded
ridiculous.
more.
Oh, and yeah, they've conceded more. So I think I think our goal difference.
Yeah, same points.
But
Just saying.
yeah, so that's what I mean. But that's where we've made it count with the goals and things. And hopefully, as I said, if we can get in a keeper in Mendy and we stay one
You can't bring a keeper
first,
in.
second,
You've reached your your quota of like 7, I think, players. So you
eight
can't.
was a quote. I don't
So you
think.
got. I don't
Oh
think you
no,
can
we
get one
have
more
reached
player
it.
anyway.
1,
You
2,
can in January. I think you can
3,
revise who your 8 are.
Unless
4,
unless they
5,
change the
6,
rules.
No, we've only
which
got
they might change
7.
the rules.
We've only got 7, I believe, because we've got Telles, Laporte, Fafana, then Mane, Ronaldo, Talisca, Otavio. 7. So we can bring one more player in, which would have
I
been the
heard
keeper.
De Gea's on the market.
Yeah,
Wow,
well,
if
I
you get De
don't know.
Gea,
If he comes, we're game over.
if you
Game
get De
over.
Gea again, best keeper in the league.
Yeah,
Yeah, then we don't.
What-
It
what
will-
keeper?
that'll be
What
a
keeper?
pretty scary sight. But
What a keeper!
Yeah.
You talk about
to
best
be fair, I
players.
don't even think you
What
have to wait
happened
until
to Neymar?
January to get him registered.
No, we can
This is a
probably
free
get him
agent.
now, but yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
free
don't know what
agent.
situation
You can
is.
sign a free agent on a contract whenever you want. But I
Yeah.
don't know if you can register. I don't know how the registering.
Yeah, I don't know what the
works.
Registration
registration
process.
process and how that works. But
But if you
no,
do get
yeah.
De Gea, that's nuts.
yeah,
I
that
can't
would
see
be.
De Gea doing that. I think that's.
Yeah,
I don't know if
good.
that's a discussion point right now because I think it's too far off. It's like Salah. He was
Yeah,
supposed to sign, right?
Yeah.
With this guy.
Salah's
You were
coming,
supposed to
bro.
you were supposed to win. Was it you were supposed to beat us 12-0 as well, right? And you
12
like
now.
Salah was supposed to
we're
play.
not
and-
going back
But yeah,
there.
but let's not go there.
Yeah, we're not
No.
going back there.
I want to know
saying,
about Neymar.
respect.
What's going on with Neymar? The best player, arguably in the world. What's going on with him?
Whoa,
He's on the
what?
bench.
He's not
He's
the
on the
best
injury
player in the
bench.
world.
What's he
He's
meant to
injured
do?
though.
He's
What's he
top
meant to
league.
do? And
For
whilst
me,
he's
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 one
on
of
the
the most.
bench,
He's the
Al
most
still staying
entertaining
top.
player in the world.
So whilst
No,
you guys are dropping points, we're still
but
staying at
but
top.
I'm
don't
gonna
know
make
about
that
him.
interesting
I don't know
point
about him.
that your
You play better
highest
without
paid
him.
player, second highest paid player in the league, right? He comes and starts playing for you guys. You start drawing and losing games. He leaves and gets injured, and suddenly you're back.
We're undefeated.
He puts
Oh,
he
you
puts in
draw.
he,
You
he
drew
puts in
the game, didn't
60%
you?
for you, then he
You
puts
drew
100% in for Brazil, and then he doesn't. Then he comes back.
in that 60. He more or less sees all of his games as his inauguration. My man's doing kick ups and doing 1-2s with yeah, like you have the second highest paid player in the league. You've got the second highest kind of like price tag player in the league. You've drawn 2 games or 3 games that he's played in, and then he comes back, he goes away, and you've gone back to playing good football, gone back to kind of winning ways and all of that. So I think
you
maybe
just
Neymar's doing you more harm than good.
you just paid for a name, and that's it pretty
Yeah.
much.
That's so controversial.
All
Because
right.
he's playing
Yeah.
like 2-3 games. You know that.
But
I think they play better without
whatever
him as
you-
I
well.
think
Whatever you're saying.
I think he's attending all of his cousins' birthdays this year.
Wait, how many sisters does he have? Oh, like 30. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I can neither confirm nor deny the rumors around that. I'm not going to even attempt to. But regardless of what you say, yeah, he hasn't been there. He hasn't been the man to make the difference. Not entirely his fault. He came in. So you expect him to come in and just hit the ground running, which fine you can expect. But he was slightly getting better because we've drawn 2 with only one of his games in which he actually came on and played where we drew. The second game he was never involved.
I just
So
feel like you guys are more fluid without him.
completely irrelevant point in that sense. Highest paid player, it's an injury. It happens to anyone. It happens to the
Yeah.
best of players, evidently. But the main thing is Al still responding with wins, still at the top of the league. Nobody's touching us. We could take a loss now. Remember what I said last week? We can take a loss and still be top of the league. Now, factually, we
you?
can take a loss and we can still be top of
I
the
just had a
league.
quote that came
No,
to my
you
head.
can't,
Be
because if you
humble at
take
the
a
top.
now
This is not
Tavoon
humble.
win, they
Yeah, they go ahead of you.
no goal difference,
No.
aren't it?
Yeah,
Exactly.
they win by 40
Yeah, goal
goals.
difference.
They win by what?
I'm just saying it's possible if they win by 40 goals or whatever it might be. It's possible to get ahead of you. You're saying factually it's a fact. If they can win by 40 goals, it's a fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah,
You got a
fine,
point.
fine. Okay. And I can see where the chest comes from. Like it's just
Games
complete
can end
delusion.
8-0.
It's
Games
complete
can end
delusion, and
8-0.
you're still
8-9-0.
living in that
Games,
little delusional world. It's fine. It's
games,
fine.
games.
It's cute. It's cute. It's great for the
No,
viewers. The audience
I'll
love this.
take a
Guys,
take
let's
it
comment
Al
and
Hilal
subscribe.
defeat.
Dinesh,
Let's
just hear me out.
let's
Hear
all
me out.
speak
Hear
about
me
how
out.
this
Hear me out.
delusion world
Could
works.
Al Tawoon win their next game 5-0? It's possible. Could you lose 3-0? It's unlikely, but it is possible. That already
Are we
cuts down
going
the
to?
goal difference.
Are we
Yeah,
going
No,
to?
that's
you
true.
probably won't, but it's possible.
Because
Just saying.
let's get to it, right? We're playing Al Ali
This
next.
guy is
So
not humble, and he's at the top. If he falls,
why should
it's
I
gonna
be? Why should I
it's
be?
gonna-
What is there to not be humble about?
I don't know. I feel like you guys are gonna fall, man. I'll be honest. I feel like it's coming.
Oh no, I was gonna say everything. I thought you were gonna say not to be humble about everything. Like that. Why should I be humble? There's no reason for me to be humble right now. We
Yeah.
are at the top. We've been at the top since we've gotten here. I think we slipped up once where Al Ittihad came up, and then guess what? We reclaimed our spot. Al Ittihad went down fifth.
There's
Why
there's
you
plenty
It's
of there's plenty of examples
gains
of
for long
there's
term.
there's plenty of examples of teams holding first spot for 3 quarters of the season and then
Ooh.
dropping out. So it could happen
Oh.
very easily.
There's a
Touche.
team
I
in the
think that
Premier League
hood,
called
Al Hilal,
I think
Al Hilal did
that hoodie you're wearing is testament to it.
Yeah.
So
he did.
like
A lot of experience in that. So wait.
It probably is, but like this
Humble,
time is
humble,
different, right?
humble,
This time
humble.
we actually have we actually have experienced players
Right.
who can get you through those tough moments. We have that, and we haven't been like Al Nassr where we're clutching 90th minute goals, getting across by those teams who were meant to be. I think the last clutch game that we did was Al Ittihad, which are supposedly meant to be the other top four contenders, although slacking. But that's
2 points.
that's the only time where we've had to go clutch, which is fair enough. Big games, it requires
I
that.
mean, to be honest, you say this, but then when I was like, what's the highlights of the game from this weekend for you guys?
Mhm.
Some of those misses.
Yeah, some of those misses,
You
but that's the
can't
thing.
tell
It's
me,
not like
like,
it's okay, cool.
that
I'd
was
rather take us missing and winning the game than us winning and then getting absolutely peppered on the other side like you guys are doing against Mac. I'd much
yeah.
rather
But
take
the
that.
thing is, you're coming with you're coming with a different. That's what I said. I mean, I agree with it, but then I feel like we have the firepower to back it up. So yes, we need to tighten defensively, but I think going forward, if we get a keeper in, I think I think from our point of view, if you slip up, Al Tavoon and Al Nasir are right there, and it's like, yeah,
Sure they
heavy
are,
is the
but like
crown,
again, you're
heavy
giving
is the
us
crown, and I think if you slip up once, then you're slipping up more than once. So I think you're on thin ice at the moment. We'll see
we're
how
on
the
thin
game
ice. Quite
at the
literally,
moment.
we can slip up and dunk in that water and we'd still be ahead of you. Like it's just we could go into an iceberg, get frozen,
Two
and wait for
draws. You're
sunset to
two draws away.
come down and let us out again and still be at the top.
Two
It's
draws.
2 draws, yeah.
You don't. I'm not
You've
even
got
saying
2
you need to
losses.
lose.
We have no
No,
losses.
you are 2 draws away. You don't. I'm not even saying you would lose if you
Mhm.
draw 2 games.
Okay.
Al Tabun and Al Nasir are right there. Al Ali are right there as well. Like, the points are too close.
Dinesh,
It's too
I've got a
close
question for you
for
then.
this much chest.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
because
saying.
you have all this chest. I hear that. You keep saying no losses, no losses. Do you think you're going to be invincible this season? That's the big question. Is that
Are
what
you
you
gonna
think?
win the league?
Probably not. But we
Are you
don't.
gonna
We,
win the
we,
league?
we
Why are
can
you
choo-
promoting so
we
much
can
that you have no losses? That you're not going to
we
lose for
can
the rest
we
of the
can
season?
Are you
we
going
can
to win the
take a
league?
loss and still be at the top of the league. That's my point.
Yo.
We've factually calculated that is an incorrect statement. So stop
But
saying it.
there's possibilities we can, right? The probability of us taking a loss and our two winning is unlikely to be the scenario that you're
But it's
playing
not
out
a
in your
fact.
head, right? But it's more likely that we take a loss and they win and
At
we still be
this
at the top.
moment in time, yes, but 3,
It's not
4, 5
impossible.
games down the road is a possibility.
That's with anything.
You have-
That's like 3,
you
4,
have so
5
many
games.
games
Like
to
we've
play.
seen with Al Ittihad, 3, 4, 5 games. You go from first to fifth. Like it's
Yeah. So, but yeah, I
But
mean,
that's
Arguably,
the
you can
anything.
apply
That's
the
with
same
anything.
logic.
but I want you to remember this chest
No, because
when it
so
happens.
you're effectively saying
You're giving a lot of chest.
be first, but sit quiet whilst in first. Not celebrate your moments as a fan. As a fan of a club, whilst you're
So
first, you
you
shouldn't
you
celebrate your
admit
moments.
you celebrate your
do,
moment.
yeah, no, you do that, but you also
used to
will
win
then
the
have to
Champions
deal
League.
with the consequences of when
The
you're not
game's the
first anymore.
game, Tony.
All
The
right,
game's
cool.
the game.
Yeah,
The game's the
that's
game.
Vishnu's-
But I promise
Vishnu's
you,
experienced that
I
as
promise you,
well.
if
yeah.
we come to the end of the season, I'm like this, only 10 games in, and we're end of the season, we're top. I promise you, I'll become unbearable. I will be unbearable. Every
but
single
I
one
feel
of you
like
will hear from me. You won't.
okay.
You'll hate me. And if
Yeah.
you lot continue to let us be at the top, whilst you guys are investing X, Y, and Z, buying the best player in the world, buying the best winger in the world, and not
acting like you don't
winning
have
the
that.
league and
You
letting
acting like you
us,
don't have that.
whilst Neymar's out injured for X amount of months.
Well,
Wait.
well,
Seriously,
that's because
so
the
what
rest of the
you said
teams
that.
made smart investments, and you went and bought the most injury-prone world-class player in the world.
Yeah, but
For
we're still at the top. That's the thing.
no, yeah, I agree.
Still-
Yeah,
we're
so
still
we'll
at the
see.
top.
I mean,
You're acting like you
I
don't
mean,
have
mate,
world-class players in that team.
You quite literally said we bought our world class player and he made zero impact to then get injured for X amount of months. I'm not exactly sure how long he's out for. It hasn't come out complete, but it is good for sustainable a long period of time. But even whilst he came in and we didn't make that many points, we're still at the top. Why should I not be? Why should my chest not be out?
yeah, I mean, I'm
The-
saying it's a lot of
The
chess
man who's
for 4
representing Al
points.
Ittihad has a chest out while sitting in fifth, and you're telling me not to have my chest out while sitting in first. It just makes no
I
sense.
had
The
my chest out
consistency.
since we were sitting first, so I haven't changed. I still have faith to come back in the top 4, top 3 easily.
And I have faith
Yeah.
that we'll continue on winning.
Wait.
Okay.
You say that, Vishnu. You were just before you were talking about like being first,
Yeah.
and you've said that previous. So you think you're
Yeah.
going to win the league?
I still have faith that we are top, really strong contenders. We've played 10 games.
You don't think they have a chance?
I think
I
we
do.
do.
I think
I
all
feel
of the
like-
teams have a chance.
I think we're
Oh,
strong
now
contenders.
you say we have a chance. Oh my god.
Yeah,
you
yours is
said-
like 2%, but you still have a chance.
But then that means every team. You basically what you've just said is every team has a chance in the league.
Al
No,
Ittihad,
all
out of
of
the
us.
four teams that
us.
are representing on this podcast right here, Al Ittihad have the lowest chance of winning, in my opinion.
Ooh, in my opinion, it's
At the
Ahli.
start, I think we had the lowest chance of winning, and I feel like Anthony's given the lowest chance, like us the lowest chance. Dinesh, you've given us the lowest chance. Vishnu as well, yeah. But really, Vishnu, I feel like Al Ittihad, they have the least chance, in my
Yeah, I
opinion.
think Al
Why?
Ittihad do.
Why? Because we're so
Because
early.
you
in the
don't have an
season.
attack.
I just feel
Except
like
for
you're not good enough.
Benzema, if he
We've got
scores or not,
Benzema,
which he probably will
Mourinho,
9 times out of 10.
Abdallah, Conrado.
Sorry?
We have loads of players. We have 4 players that are strong in attack for us.
Yeah, but
And
you
they've got you
haven't
fifth.
you haven't come
got you to
through.
fifth.
Yeah, but I feel like
Hold on,
last 3 games.
hold on.
this is the same.
I hate-
He's in the same scenario as you were in about 3 weeks ago.
No, but
Yeah.
look,
Now
look,
you've moved up 1 position and he's moved
1
down
position.
1. And now
But the
I
hope-
feel
the
like
hope I
it's
have-
too
Quite literally, I
close.
just want to correct that. He moved down 5 positions. He was first at one.
Yeah, that's about 8.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
pretty
Weeks
much
ago,
played
I was
about
like, yeah.
third or fourth pretty much the whole season.
That could be eager, and so that's what I mean. I feel like the league is too tight at the moment, and that, I mean, it's great for the league and it's great for the growth of the league that it is this tight at the top. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to watch how it develops now.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I'm looking forward to the Al Ali game. And as much as we have absolutely, we've taken Al Ali for granted, and they are doing, in my opinion, anyway, they're doing slightly better than I anticipated. But I've also said Al Ali have been coming in well. I wouldn't say I'm completely confident, but I'm confident enough to say that we will win against Al Ali.
What's the score?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a tight one. I'm gonna say a 2-0. I think we'll keep a clean sheet as well. Even though with their attack, I know it's a tough one because they have a great attack.
I want to back us
but
2-1.
You
you
have
have
2-1.
yourselves win a 2-1.
Mhm.
I think
Alright.
Alexander Mitrovic is going
To
to have
be
another
fair,
say in this
Bono-
game.
Bo-
I think
I'm not gonna
Mitrovic
say-
is on
I'm gonna
form.
say
You
Bono
said
is a-
yourself your defense is poor. Mitrovic will eat that up.
Well, our defense has been poor, but it's improved a lot since I said that. In the last 3 games, it's improved a lot since I said that.
But
And I feel
their
like it's because
keeper-
we're just we've a new coach, new players, and obviously at the start you can't just expect like ideas to be implemented. Everything's just to go like the way you want. But slowly we're improving, and you can see that on the pitch.
And I think this
The
will be
results,
your biggest
the
test for
results
sure.
show it as well.
This will be your biggest test for sure. So you'd really need the Mahrez's, the Firmino's. I want to put ASM Alex
I mean,
Maximin
you know what?
into that.
Speaking of that, he scored a goal. I mean, we talked about. I think Anthony, me and you spoke about it. Remember, he was offside on the halfway line. Exact same situation. He scored this time.
Same goal I saw.
He learnt, bro. He learnt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
I mean
saw-
that
Finally
the
learnt.
thing is he was always good at scoring against teams that are not at the same level as the club he's playing for.
Which is
It's the
exactly why I
team-
said that Mahrez
Yeah,
and
like
Firmino is
I
you're gonna
agree.
have to
He
count
Yeah.
on.
does. He does. Morris is very, very, very consistent. Kessie has been very consistent. Firmino's maybe just below those two, but like some games you're not going to have everyone turn up, and then obviously you hope.
But I think
Saint-Maximin-
Sam Maximan, that's something that's been kind of
But
over
he's-
his
it's not
head.
gonna change for him.
maybe his
He's at that
maybe
age
his
where it's
whole
just-
career. So
It's just going to be like
that's
that.
where if you were gonna pin your hopes on anyone for this game, it would probably be someone like Mahrez and Kessie
Morris been
over
very good. Yeah.
over.
I
Maximin.
think Arsenal will be very much the Milinkovic Savage holding down Kessié, but also Malcolm. Malcolm will be a massive threat on the wing
Yep,
with
Malcolm Kitchen.
Mitrovic. But yeah,
Also,
was-
one thing that is giving me less hope, Kessié came off injured, and our other DM came off injured as well. So hopefully we have them back. Otherwise, that would be.
That's
Yeah, they've had a
that's
week off.
big miss. If Kessié is out and we
Kessié
don't
is
win,
out.
I'll put the pressure on
Kessié is
ourselves.
so.
We need to.
Kessié is
we
so
must.
key for us.
We must.
No, I
if
think
Kessié
Kessie
is
will be
out.
back. I think Kessie will be back.
But yeah,
In terms of like
what you
integral
saying?
players, he's so key. He's so key.
Anti, what's your prediction?
Yeah, what's
See,
your
neutral.
prediction?
till before this podcast started, I
Yeah.
would have said Al Hilal win. But now
No, take your agenda aside. What do you
I'm
actually think? As a footballing man, as a footballing man,
manifesting
Oh, now you
3-1
don't.
Al Ali.
Okay.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
That's
hate
an
me.
I
agenda-
still
that's a-
hate
that- that's
you,
an agenda
but
not
you're
prediction.
less of a
You
threat
actually
than
think
they
it's what
are.
you want to happen. That's the thing.
You're
You
less
can't-
of a threat than they
It's
are.
not a prediction if you're gonna use agenda for it. It just makes no
I'm
sense.
not
I can't
using
lie,
an
this guy,
agenda.
Anthony is agenda FC.
I'm
What do you
agenda-
mean?
I'm agenda FC.
So
I'm
I've
saying
got an
that
agenda
you're
against you.
footballing-
I've got an
Anthony's
agenda
footballing
against-
brain.
Anthony's agenda FC.
I've got an
Use your
agenda against
footballing brain and
Gaminda.
you
I've got an
think-
agenda against Dinesh. I've got an agenda against Vishnu.
No, no,
I
no, no,
also
no, no, no,
have
no,
an
no, no.
agenda against all the other teams in the league because I'm an Al Nassr fan. I do not need to like your teams. I'm not
are
like
a
you, but you
fraud.
won't understand
You
it
are a
because
fraud.
you say you're an Al Ali fan, but you support Al Hilal.
Bro,
So
if
I
there was
understand it.
You talk about Al Ali more than your own team. I'm just saying. No, just saying, bro.
Vishnu, what do you think? Who do you think?
I'm gonna go and say it really depends. If Kessie is there, I'm gonna say 2-2. If Kessie is not there, I'm gonna say 2-2 as well.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was waiting for 2-2.
For me, I
To be
want to
honest,
draw.
that's
I
it.
want to draw. The best result for me, as a
I
neutral
don't get what
fan,
we're doing.
it's a
Why
draw.
are we putting agendas? What we want the score
No,
to be,
no.
to be our predictions. That's
That's
not
the
the
thing.
way
I
the
think
predictions
Because
work.
I
a
want
lot
my
of
prediction to be
people
right.
we put their.
I don't know why you're arguing. Like you think you're
Alright.
that confident that we should.
makes no sense though. You
What?
guys are
I
you guys
want
are
wait, wait,
predicting.
wait.
All right.
what-
Before the podcast, I was thinking 3-2 Al Ali. Now I think 3-1. There you go.
Okay, so well, the way you guys are acting is basically, I should say for every one of your teams, I expect a 3-0 loss. That's what I want.
That's
what you want, that's
that's,
what you want.
that's
So
your
you-
prediction.
It makes no
You're
sense.
gonna-
It
you're
makes
gonna
no
lose
sense.
3-0.
It just makes no
Cool.
sense. As a
Well,
football podcast, why would you-
then suddenly the score's 2-2, and then you'll be like, "What? Oh yeah, it's what you wanted. It wasn't your prediction." Nah, you can predict what you want.
I
Or
get
you
that, you
can-
predict what you want,
yeah.
but you guys are using you guys are using what you want to play out as your predictions,
Right,
which is
right.
No,
not
but
your
I
prediction.
can-
You're doing
I
the
can
same.
give-
Tell you my
If
prediction
anything,
again.
you're
Let me
doing
tell
the
you my prediction
same.
I predict the score will be 2-2, which just happens to coincide to a great result that Al Ittihad might need. Are you happy?
Fine. I'm just saying this.
No, but I genuinely think it's 2-2.
The whole podcast
like-
you're giving Al Ali shit and saying how
yeah,
they
but
haven't.
I don't respect Al
Yeah,
Hilal like that.
respect.
If you had
bro,
Neymar,
some
I would
respect.
give you the win. If Neymar plays, I would say Al Hilal.
No,
But
but for,
Neymar, I know, but that's my
Neymar-
opinion.
Neymar
That's
hasn't
my
been for the
opinion,
last
right?
2
no,
games.
no,
and
no.
still
I
getting
agree
goals.
with you.
But
The
I
thing
said,
is,
if
I
we had
feel like
Neymar, I would give you the win.
I
I'll
feel
say
like
even.
I feel like
Fine,
right
let's see,
now,
so-
I feel
We
like
should
right
actually do like
now.
a table on this, just so I can just like.
Right now, you with some of the again, it's not just this game, Dinesh. Like over the last few games, there have been absolute sitters and things like that Al Hilal have been missing, and I think
Ronaldo
against
missed like an open goal during one of your last.
yeah,
games.
and then he scored
Very good
3,
chances
4 bangers.
recently.
But I'm saying you as a collective team, you're talking about Ronaldo. As I said, we have multiple match winners. If Ronaldo's not firing, then I know Mane will step up, Talisca
But
will
you
step up,
You should be
Otavio.
top.
I already agreed with that. I'm saying it took us a couple of games to kind of
I'd like to
adjust.
think that Mitrovic and Malcolm are also match winners for our club.
No,
But
they are, but they've also. I feel like they're also Mitrovic less, but Malcolm is also notorious
Mitrovic's been
in his
quality
past
since,
career.
and this
Literally
come
needs
from
to
me.
score their
From
winning goal, to
game
be
week
fair,
one, I
last game.
thought Mitrovic wouldn't be, but he's been absolute. He's been mustard. He's
No,
honestly done everything that we need
yeah,
of a striker.
but
Links
he
up play. He's
also.
been scoring goals.
I feel like now against. I mean, to be honest, for me, I
You
don't
can't say now against a big
rate.
club because Ahli had
No,
he absolutely dunked on them.
yeah, but I don't.
And we
I
beat
don't.
them.
The thing is, I think what's going to decide the game is how well Al Ahly's defense holds up. If your defense
Yeah.
holds up, then I think you win.
We've been better recently than we've.
Yeah,
It's
because I think
defensively
on
is
paper,
on an
this
upward
is
trajectory.
you could probably go as far as saying that you probably have a better attack than they do on paper. But
Do you think this is just as a last point before we do go? Do you think this is the most competitive game of the season so far?
No, I think. Oh, yeah,
Ittihad
yes.
Al Hilal
So
was
far,
competitive.
so far.
He had Hilal. Yeah,
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 that was a
probably.
good
But I
game. It was
think
a quality game.
names on paper wise, I think with the signings that Al early have done, I think this will probably be the one
Yeah,
that's
it's
most,
Yeah,
most
just the thing is,
competitive.
I feel like the defense is
But yeah, Al
gonna be
had what
there.
first or
There's the
second
respect.
before
You lot
Al
give.
Hilal
That's
won.
the respect. Thank you.
Your defense is what I said when you guys played us. That your defense is your main problem. I do not rate Demiral as a quality centre back, and I don't think Ibanez is either.
He did score a
So
great goal last game.
yeah, he
What
scored,
header.
but yeah, I mean, he also needs to
What?
defend.
What a header.
But what you do have going for you is that you haven't conceded as much in the last few games, so hopefully you take some confidence from that because this is probably your biggest test today since you've played us.
Yeah, since we played you in the league, we've conceded 2
Yeah,
in the
so
last
that's what I
3.
mean. So
Yeah.
since you played us, you take some confidence and then you go into this is probably what your last big game for a while. Now I think you've got an easy run going, an easy I say, but you don't have. Hopefully, you won't be playing.
Yeah, it's like
I don't
sort
think you'll be
of playing a
playing
few
any big
mid-table
teams.
teams, and then
Yeah.
I mean, you did. So if anything, you did say we had this discussion last week. We've played compared to, let's say, Al Nassr, we've played more the harder games on paper,
Mm-hmm.
and we're level on points. Just
No,
saying.
similar. I think we played a similar number of games because we played our Tifak,
But you played more
Altaru,
of the
you
teams
guys.
lower down in the division than we have.
Yeah, we have. So I think
So
our difficult
again,
games are now going
underachieving.
to start.
You're underachieving by a lot. Just saying.
By a lot.
Just saying a lot, by a lot. So I think the respect that you're not giving Al Ahly, in my opinion, is just delusional, mate.
Well, we'll find out this
Division.
week. We'll find out in
Yeah,
2
we'll
days'
find out
time.
this week, and it's
And still,
been
10
an
games
absolute
in,
pleasure. I
still
think
10
this one's
games
been the
in.
most fiery of them all. We've roasted each and every single one of us. I don't think I got roasted so much, but you guys tried your best. It's cute. Anyways, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Guys at home, please leave a comment, like. It does help the channel grow. So again, we'll come back next week and we'll see where we're at. But anyways, I'm out. Let's go.